Hello everyone, welcome back to Take Flight Garage. In this video we're talking about the new to me 2001 Porsche Boxster S. This car is finished in speed yellow and it's sitting on its original alloy turbo twist wheels. These are not the hollow turbo twists, but they are one of the factory upgraded options. It's also got the electronics headlights. This car's full leather package. And yeah, this is another one of Mike's cars. He decided that his time with it was done and that he wanted to get rid of it. And so he made me another one of those sort of insane offers where just the car wasn't for sale, but privately between the two of us, we worked out a deal. Well, we worked out a deal. He gave me a ridiculous price and I couldn't say no to it. So 944 is not going anywhere. This is just now assuming the daily roll. So the 944, the 86, at least for now, after being 4 years in of being a dedicated daily, finally gets to rest. And it can be just a dedicated weekend car. Don't have to worry about driving it in the summers anymore. When it's 130 out here, the car can stay safe and protected. And so that means that this guy is going to be the workhorse. And so in order for this guy to be the workhorse, we're going to have to tackle a lot of the stuff that's wrong with it. Which is not a lot, but enough for it to be a little bit of a... Yeah, we're going to have to do some stuff on this car. So first thing that is first is, well, at least that I'm noticing. So the rear deck lid won't sit flush all the way when the roof is down electronically. You can hear the gears kind of doing their dog barking thing. And so Mike was aware of this and knew that it was an issue that the car needed. So we have some transmission gears here for the driver's side. Those literally just showed up today. So thank you, Mike. In case you're wondering, these did get to me. So that means that we're going to have to pull this driver's side transmission out for the roof. And I'm just going to pull that whole thing out and clock that and replace those gears. And if it proves to be just too much for me, then what I'll do is I'll just disconnect everything and we'll convert this to a manual top. And hopefully that will solve this. So the roof does go up and down, but just not without its problems. The next big issue is that the crank position sensor, which is a huge common issue on these things, that has subsequently failed, causing a fuel pump issue. And so Mike has also provided a brand new crank position sensor that is from Porsche, ready to go. Just I'm the one that's got it installed. So I'm gonna go ahead and at some point we'll pull this back wheel off because the roof and this transmission gear issue here needs to happen at the same time. Because, you know, with the roof not being able to go up and down, or at least not consistently without risk of breaking something, I can't get the car in service mode. So, but yeah, we'll pull this back wheel off. It should be relatively straightforward, definitely easier than doing the crank position sensor on the 944, that's for sure. And so hopefully that will solve that. But for now, the car is just wired up to, the switch is wired up to a fuel pump, so no big deal. This car has already got upgraded bulbs everywhere, but one thing that isn't right is I'm not getting any signal to the third brake light, or at least out of the two brake lights that I have, neither one of them worked. So I ripped the other one open just to see how it looked underneath there, just to kind of get an idea. So I'd like to swap that for a smoked lens anyways, so that's nice and cheap. We can do that. I'm still waiting on an actual plate before I wash the car, because right now it's still on its paper tags. But both cars need a wash, and so that will give us a chance to test out my little DIY obsessed garage setup here. So we'll run through that. But overall, the car is in relatively fantastic shape. It has been taken care of. Mike installed these original Boxster seats. The car has, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but it does have a full leather package. It's just got a dash cover on there, which I am not taking off. And yeah, other than that, we will see. We will see. It's kind of cool for me because this car it's a bit different than, oh yeah, this is another issue here. There's a couple of marks with some, I don't know if this is from the car cover, if it's from the clear coat starting to let go, so we'll see. I still think this is early enough that it can be saved, so we will figure that out. If not, I kind of have a couple ideas here for this whole car, so we won't have to worry about that too much. But again, this isn't like the 944 where it's a super emotional, you know, never gonna go anywhere, never gonna let the car go type deal. I'd like to own this car, make a couple changes to it, solve a couple of its problems, and then, you know, eventually if this can be a stepping stone towards some other Porsches that I can own in the future, that'd be fantastic. Or maybe if I can get a deal done and try to get an airplane so I can finish school, that'd be really nice. But yeah, as far as things go for right now, this is just going to be the ultimate daily duty car. The 944 will get a rest, and actually, ironically enough, today I think I'm going to keep this in the garage, and I'm going to take the 944 out to go run some errands, because I want to at least drive that car once a week. So if my dedicated schedule now with the 944 is basically going to be like what all the museums and stuff do, which is around about once a week for the cars that they have that sit. They'll have a technician that will start them, kind of drive them a little bit, keep all the engine seals lubricated and all that stuff. We don't want the gas going bad. So I need to go pick up some fuel stabilizer for that. I need to go pick up some car wash soap for both cars. And then, yeah, like I said, this weekend, since I don't have plates for this yet and I can't wash this yet, I think what I'll do is maybe I'll get this up in the air and start working on the roof and the top and all that kind of stuff. And so subsequently, videos will be coming out as I can fumble my way through filming all this stuff. Another thing that's going to be really cool, at least for the channel, is that you guys are so used to me throwing information at you about the 944 just because I've owned it for so long and I have all that experience, and now I'm kind of off the deep end. It's a different platform. It's a newer generation car. This is the newest car with the least amount of miles that I've ever owned. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a 180 to watch me go from, hey, here's how you do something, to like a fumbling buffoon. But I'm excited. The car drives amazingly. The flat six is just, oh, get out of town, man. Like the flat six, like that noise is worth it. Like if you're looking at picking up a Boxster or any first Porsche at all, which we're going to do a dedicated video between this and the 944 now that I have some seat time in both, and my thoughts on which you should go for and when. But yeah, spoiler alert, the flat six is worth the price of admission. However, I think the driving experience, I think the 944 is a better driver. So stay tuned for my thoughts on that, but I just wanted to get you guys updated. I'm sorry this video was delayed. As you can tell, I'm probably still trying to get over a little bit of a cold here. But yeah, we'll keep plugging away. We'll get some videos going, and stay tuned. Hopefully you guys are excited.